Well, guys, we are officially back stateside, and we have some news for you. We are getting away. Should we tell them?
Yeah,
I guess we're going to tell them. From automotive content, we are now travel vloggers.
Yeah. We were just looking at the dollars and cents of it all, and it looks like even if we kept the foot on the gas, as I would call it, of the automotive vlog, kind of thing, podcast thing, it just was never going to pay the bills quite like travel.
Yeah.
So,
and honestly, who wants to be working in the greasy garage in cold weather when you could be at a resort or a cruise ship in the Bahamas in January?
I don't think anybody in this audience is going to blame us. Actually.
I don't think so. I think they're going to be fine with it.
So
we expect you all to follow along.
And actually, you can book through us. We're both licensed travel agents.
Yeah. It's called...
Well, I'm an unlicensed travel agent.
I didn't know that there was licenses for it,
so
but I've been booking people. Okay. So,
yeah. I just go to Priceline.com, I choose it, and then I tell them, hey, the total is $1,100.
Send us your social security number.
Give us $1,500. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Ha!
We got
April Fools!
We just got back from a Caribbean cruise on the Carnival Vista.
Yes.
But we had a little bit of automotive content in this thing too, so we're going to give you a little bit of recap. I'll just go back and start. You noticed, I got back home, or I left Orlando after we got back from the cruise at 1 in the morning, and I got back home to my house at 4 in the afternoon. I didn't have a video posted. That was on Monday, I believe, of this week. And then I just decided to put out a video that said we wouldn't have a video, so that we had a video.
I was a little bummed when I saw the video. I have not watched the actual content of that video, but I saw it was only 6 minutes long, which I understand by the algorithms, that's not good for us.
No, well, I don't know, but I put out something, and then Lance, for yesterday, he just got home, but he was down in Florida.
I mean, this is actually...
or today.
Technically, when we're filming this is the same day.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing the same shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, dude, there's no way I'm going to be able to put out a video today. I had day job, work stuff going on. So he's like, hold on. There's a 2017 Range Rover sitting here. I'm going to run out with his 8-year-old son. Right?
8-year-old son, no tripod.
No mics, nothing. It's a little shaky. The audio's not great on it, but they did it. They did a pretty good job for you've never done a solo video ever.
Nope.
We try to keep him from talking to the camera and people. We're going out in the world as much as possible.
Click that link.
We'll put it up there.
Right there. So, and then you can see why you don't want to watch it.
But no, they did it. They did a really good job for just a very spur of the moment thing. So I appreciate it. Anyways, But let's go through the trip a little bit. So what this is going to be haphazardly done. I got random clips. I plan to do a podcast with brother-in-law Thad while we were on this trip, and I also was going to make a gag video of a buy or bust review of the cruise ship, and it was actually going to be hilarious. But here's the problem. We were having too much fun.
Yeah.
We had a little bit too much fun, a little bit too busy, and I chose to struggle to put out videos on time when we got back versus really kind of ruining our family's activity schedule to work on these automotive videos. No, we had a great time. We all met, the whole fam, down in Orlando, boarded the ship, and had those 2 sea days. Those two, right?
Yeah, 2.
All right,
yeah.
I just wanted to show a little of the culture. I don't know that we went to any Spanish-speaking countries at all.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Both countries we visited speak 4 primary languages.
Well, I knew that.
English, Spanish, Portuguese,
And
and a native language,
Oh, that's
which is
right.
a hybrid of 3 of them. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we did 2 sea days.
Yeah.
And during those 2 sea days, and I'm going to throw some clips in here, or a quick clip, we got selected to go on the ship's Family Feud competition. There's 5,000 people on this boat. A lot tried out. We stood in a long line.
28 families tried out.
Yeah, was it only 28?
28.
Well, that's less impressive.
Well, but 28, and we got narrowed down to the final 12, and then down to the final 2.
Down to the final 2.
Yeah.
So we were the highlight, big, grand, theater room entertainment for the night. And did we win or lose?
We won.
We
won fast money. This dude and my sister nailed it 200 points, man.
Yeah. Who got 179 of those points?
Was it 179?
Yeah, it was
Wow,
179.
it was high.
I became a little bit famous. I turned the corner down the hallway, and a guy said, "Honey, look, that's Mr. 179."
Oh,
and
nice.
I was like, I didn't even remember. I was like, I had to look it up.
Nice.
And Paige's like, no, he's talking about Family Feud. I was like, no way. So we became a little bit celebrities on the Carnival cruise, even though it wasn't a celebrity.
Little disappointed in answer number 1, though, on Fast Money.
Yeah, because I said...
What is an animal that you will see in your backyard that's not a bird? And this dude says...
I said deer.
Deer, which in Pennsylvania is true, but 100 random Americans, probably not true. And
I don't know where those 100 are from.
Number 2, my sister said something that was logical, but again, I was on the wild animal kind of spectrum, and she said dog, which, yeah, people have dogs, so that makes sense. But anyway, the real number 1 answer is squirrel, which is
Makes
correct.
way more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could add 200 is all I'm saying.
Oh, I could have. Yeah.
You could have had all 200.
But I got 3 number 1 answers out of my 5. So,
all right.
Whatever. No, it was a blast. We had some real good fun on that. Lance, what happened?
Dude, we got on Family Feud live.
Sir, Lance is locked with Lancey, Thad, Skylar, April, and Spencer. On our marks.
Lance, do me a favor, introduce your team.
Sure. This is my brother-in-law Thad, my niece Skyla, my sister April, and my little tiny brother Spencer.
Name a food that is commonly covered in chocolate.
Strawberries.
Strawberries!
Good answer!
Show me strawberries! Number 1 answer. Lance,
My 3-year-old over there, I gotta say, potty.
potty! Show me potty! Besides a bird, name a creature you might see in your backyard.
Deer.
Besides Earth, name a planet in our solar system. Mars. Name something you'd see at a rodeo.
Horse.
Name a fruit that bruises easily.
Bananas.
Name something you might have restrung.
Guitar.
There you go! Come on! Survey says... right there! Give him a round of applause, everybody! We are 7 points away. Name something you'd see at the rodeo. You said cowboys! We need 7 people to agree. Survey says...
So that was a good time on Family Feud. They say that the real Family Feud people come in and actually like build the set and teach them how to run it just like Family Feud on TV. And we won 500 Carnival cash dollars.
Which went
to my tips and gratuity. So real exciting stuff. Next, we went to the desert country, which I did read up a little bit and kind of knew this, but I would have been surprised had I not, that of Curaçao, which is just a desert, really. And it's what...
Curaçao?
Yeah, Curaçao, yeah.
Okay.
Carnival. So we went to Curaçao and rented a car I don't think I'd ever heard of, or if I did, it was in passing. We rented the Temu of cars.
What was the actual brand?
Chang'an. To give you guys some automotive content, here we are with the Chang'an. It's kind of like an upside down Acura logo. I just found out because I went around the back of it. It's like Kia quality, I would say. It doesn't look that bad. It has leather and stuff, so for $100 a day or whatever it was, 115 I think. It's a GCS 35 plus. I don't know what the plus means. I'm guessing that's why it has leather. But the Chang'an. I hope they never come to the U.S. because it's just not that good.
Spell it.
Changan. And we had a packed day. We didn't get in there till like 3:30 in the afternoon to that cruise port to go out and rent the car. They were on island time. There was no one at the car rental place. But somehow this place was wildly better than the place we rented from the next day in Aruba.
But Chang'an or whatever.
Chang'an. It was a CS, I want to say 35 plus.
Okay. Is that a French brand?
Chinese.
Yeah. That was my next guess.
Yeah, it was Chinese.
Okay.
I believe a 1.4 liter turbo.
Okay.
I believe. And that actually might not be right. It might be a bit of bigger engine.
Is that the same engine they put in the Tao Tao?
And yeah, I think so. And it was surprisingly okay.
It looked okay.
They actually look very nice. Yeah. And someone told me, I looked up just a quick Google search on the brand to figure out what it even was. And they said that because of Chinese laws about like trademarks or anything, the logo for it actually is an upside down Acura logo.
I see that.
It looks like it, but apparently it is, or I don't know, maybe it is different. I did not compare them side by side, so I don't know, but it looks very similar.
When this dude walked out of the rental car agency with the key fob, I thought it was that brand from India. It's a new electric car brand called VinFast. They have like a V just this or whatever. And I thought it was VinFast. I thought you got an electric car.
It was not. It was gas. Yeah. It drove a lot like a Hyundai or a Kia. It had absolutely nothing off of like the get-go. Okay. Like I assume it was a CVT. I don't know for 100%. But I didn't do hardly anything with this car. I actually would have liked to have shot a video with it or something. But we went like to the beach, got in the water, did a little cliff jump in, and got back in the cars and drove back to the port because it was just a
incredible beach.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Life-changing. So
the other car was like a 12-passenger Toyota
H1.
Yeah, their version.
If I'm remembering the order of these things correctly.
No, I think it's right. I think it was a Hummer version of a Toyota. It was an H1.
Little diesel?
Yeah.
Did it take DEF?
I didn't look at that.
Yeah. Now, I actually never even went inside. Somehow my wife and my family and I got separated from the rest of the family. We had to book our own cars. Everybody else, fun, living it up in the party bus, and we had to drive our own cars. We were not included.
We were pretty sure that your child was going to absolutely just poop themselves. So we didn't want to be
If you guys have ever heard of blue Curaçao, my child had a brown Curaçao. Okay. It was, I'm not going to go into the details, you can imagine. I will. But that poor car rental company should charge an extra cleaning fee if they. Yeah. I got my hands washed out of a bucket from a homeless man. This is not a joke. No. Is this a joke in any way? The homeless man physically washed my hands because he saw what was happening in our car situation. And I just let him because whatever he had was better than what I had going on. But it's fun being a parent. It's fun.
It seemed like some sort of Curaçao like ritual, like a humility thing, like where you do it to show your hospitality or something. I mean, he sacrificed for you.
Yes, he did. He really did. I tipped him $5. US dollars. I don't know how well they spend.
They were using the guilder over there.
Yeah.
They used the guilder.
So anyways, so the 2 cars there, not really eventful. It was just kind of fun to get a little Chang in, something I literally don't know anything about, for the day to drive it around. It did have a bunch of tech. Like, it was new. It had, I want to say, actually had some kilometers on
30,000 kilometers, I think you told me.
The one the next day had 55. I'm trying to think what this one had on, but it was an okay car. It was loaded up, tons of tech, lane departure, like radar cruise. It was kind of surprising. I looked them up on Facebook to see if there's any in the US, and nothing that I found at all.
Right.
So nobody probably knows much about it, but a good looking car, not a great car.
Yeah.
Next day, early, we got back late from Curaçao. Next day, early, we were in Aruba, which more people have heard of or been to than Curaçao. Seemed to be much more developed, except for when we were booking rental cars. We booked the ones for Curaçao, and we were able to pay, and you got confirmation and an email and everything like that. When we booked the cars for Aruba, which is a more developed country, at least in my estimation, it just said, like, thanks for your reservation. And no money was exchanged, nothing like that. So we were like talking, we're like, I don't know that there's going to be cars there. So I called ahead of time, and I said, hey guys, is there going to be cars there? And I got no response because it was a voicemail that I was leaving that on. And I never got a call back.
Yeah.
And so we were like, I don't know if there's going to be cars there. And we got out and we saw some guys like rental cars. And we were like, oh, we rented from Smart Wheels or whatever it was called. And they said, oh, go wait by the lonely storage container over there. And we were like, is this some sort of thing? Like, do they just tell you to go wait over there and then you miss your ride? Like, you don't know. We're in a different place. And I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure that Smart Wheels just was never going to show up because we looked at our email then when we got off the ship because we didn't have any internet, and both of us had confirmations that said your rental has been canceled.
Oh, when did it come through?
The day before, late.
But no internet on the ship.
But no internet on the ship, so didn't know.
Okay.
So we were sitting out there and like, whatever.
Yeah.
So we went back to the guys who were each like $50 more per day than what we originally were going to pay, and got a...
You negotiated, Thad told me.
I did. Yeah. The guy said $250 for the van.
12 passenger.
Plus tax or something is what it was for the day, or credit card fee. Yeah, 10%. So it's going to be another $25. Yeah. I got it for $225 or $250 for him. Okay. I think I got mine for was going to be $150 plus tax. I think I got it for, I don't know, knock like $50 off. Yeah. But when we got out to the van, okay, you guys got a
piece of junk.
It was a Hyundai with letters missing.
I would love to know.
So it became a Honda, Hunda on the back of it. Gas, not cleaned out. It had the bottles of Chardonnay or whatever in there.
It was an Italian
Merlot.
No, what's the? That's all right.
I have it in the video, so we'll show them that now. All right, brother-in-law Thad and I.
Here we are.
We're in Aruba. We're next to the buses, and we got
some serious graffiti on the bus.
Oh yeah, and we are going to pick up. You're getting just a sexy 15-passenger van. How was the Toyota Hiace yesterday? I don't know if I got any contact.
Horsepower, at least 180.
It was diesel, right?
Wow. Yeah, it was diesel turbo.
Nice. And I had a
turbo.
And I had the 2.8, we believe, turbo Changan or something. And today we'll find out in just a minute. Welcome to a high mileage buyer bust review on the Hyundai H1. It's a Hummer. We got a Hummer 15-passenger van. It's got about 180,000. Well, it's like 220,000 kilometers. The door handle doesn't work, but the inside door handle works like a dream. So that is 50% of the battle right there. We can fix that for them. Nice seat covers. Nice is not the right word, but they're seat covers. Lots of sand. It's pre-sanded. on the floor.
Gives you that beach
And
feel.
Moscato. And there's still some in there. I probably wouldn't drink that. That's just a little gift. I think this got returned and has not been cleaned yet. I would think. Our first car rental company, but this car rental company is infinitely better than the first car rental company, which there was no cars.
Smart wheels.
Yeah, it was called Smart Rent, and they canceled both of our reservations right away. So they're not. I don't know that company even exists. But Naren's car rental very much exists with high quality car rentals in Aruba. Use code TLR10 on their website if they have a website for 10% off.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, there's a road up there. Well, let's go look at the other one. This is the Hyundai Accent, which actually is okay. I mean, they're not a good car, but it is clean. Well, except for the mystery stain on the seat, but I wouldn't worry about that. Our daughter mystery stained the seat of our car rental yesterday in Curaçao. And it's got 55,000 kilometers, which equates to 1,700 miles.
So,
What do you think? What do you think of the Honda? Did you see it's a Honda?
Hyundai.
But no, it's missing. It's a Honda.
Oh, Hyundai.
I'll show you this sign later.
It's pretty trashy.
I know.
But, all right, now granted, this would not be a place for like a family to go swim, but can you imagine swimming in this little lagoon right here, just chilling all day?
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, just sitting in the warm water.
There you go. The kayaking out here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Now, we need a sandy area, so we gotta go down.
Yeah. So, anyways, down here there's one
Well,
with
no,
a
that's
parking
what
lot.
she had.
Okay.
Like,
And we just decided to go down.
they just want to see what everything else offers.
All right, we're going to a beach. Here, I'm going to show you the Honda.
Oh yeah, the H Honda.
Well, you gotta do an interpretation of the space.
I'll tell you what, I think that we could start a new underwear brand. H Hondas.
H Honda. It's an H1 too, so it's a Hummer. All right, we are in Kodiak National Park in Aruba, and we are off-roading the Hyundai Accent now. There's just these swales for water runoff. You're gonna see one right now. And it will run like a son of a gun. But the rest of our party decided that they didn't want to wait for us, even though they're in the van that has ground clearance. I'm hoping the front bumper is still attached to this when we get done. It did hit a few times, but we're working on it. Oh, they're up there. All right, we're catching up. Good thing it's a rental. So there we go. They got stuck.
Oh. Sorry. Well, I just think it's important to straighten the record out.
Okay.
The Hyundai is an H1.
The Hyundai's an H1. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I thought I had them switched.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hyundai is an H1, but it was rough. It was rough.
So the Toyota was just nothing. It was just actually a decent newer van.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we got it straightened out. We don't have the footage in front of us while we're shooting this. So the Honda H1 that was not cleaned had leftovers from the previous people and sand everywhere. And brother-in-law Thad said at multiple points when they were going up hills, he thought everyone was going to have to get out to make it up to the top of the hill because it just had nothing.
No power. Yeah, and there was a nice sign on the windshield that said, if you have a tire that explodes, essentially a blowout, that you owe them $300. Well,
the tire was rubbed through.
The front tire on the passenger side had been curbed so many times that the white was showing through. It was a white wall tire. That's how badly curbed it had been. So like it was gonna blow out, and luckily it didn't. In the course of the whole day, it didn't. But it was rough, and they also didn't tell us that they didn't have it fueled up. And I think just from grabbing normal U.S. rental cars, we kind of expected that it had some fuel.
Forgot about that. Yeah, you guys almost ran
And we
out
were
of
in the
fuel.
middle of the Aruba National Park when we see a low fuel light come on, and we go, we are like 20 miles from any sort of civilization. What are we going to do?
So we are out in the deep part of the Kodiak National Park. We just checked out some caves, and then we realized that the Honda van actually has no fuel in it. So we were going to a gas station because we assumed being a rental car, I haven't driven it, so don't blame me, guys. We assumed it being a rental car that it would be full of fuel and just kind of took off and went exploring. But it is running on fumes. So we asked, where is the closest gas station? And they pointed this direction. They speak English, so I don't know why I made it sound like they didn't. But it should be right out here.
And we had to leave the park and go just directly for fuel.
We ended up not being 20 miles, though. I went and talked to is ranger the right word?
Yeah, he was like conservation officer.
Yeah, whatever he was.
Yeah.
He was sleeping in a little stand, and I woke him up. I'm pretty sure.
That wasn't nice.
But he was very friendly, and I said, yeah, we're almost out of fuel. What do you do? What do we do? And he said, oh, you're fine. It's very close. So we went out. We went by the Aruba Motor Speedway. I don't know what international
racetrack.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
yeah. My wife picked it out. Actually, she said that looks like a racetrack over there. I mean, it's like dirt roads going into it and everything, but there's actually like a real international raceway there, which was pretty cool. We did check out the national park.
Caves and beaches and sea turtles.
And other absolutely stunning beaches and stuff in Aruba. Really, really cool, but much busier than Curaçao. Like the main strip of that city is like a city. I mean,
we swam that day, right?
We did. We snorkeled. Beautiful snorkel.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, then we had after the experience with those two cars, we did make it. And you saw I had the Hyundai Accent, which actually AC worked good.
It was
no drama at all. It was a fine little car. And then had 2 more sea days, and that's actually when we went on Family Feud. I know I kind of alluded to, we talked about that earlier. Enjoyed the ship, enjoyed family time, nothing really car or automotive related. All right, here we go. I got my Larson shirt on. Kelson here is going to be the turtle in a turtle race. I've been chatting it up with him. I don't know exactly how it works, but he's gonna win. We got our race car shirts on. We've got a green shirt to be a turtle. Should be a good time.
We have Kelson, and then we have, of course, come on, you got it. You got it, my little turtles. All right, and Aurora is right there, and she's taking her little turtle crawls.
And then got back home at 7, 8 a.m.
Bahamas.
Oh, the Bahamas. I forgot about the Bahamas. We didn't rent a car there. But we
No,
did
you're
go
right.
to Celebration Key. I completely forgot about the Bahamas.
And I mean, it was just like the best water, white sand beach, like
incredible. People have complained about Carnival's new island. It was great.
Yeah.
We had a really nice time. Yeah. So anyways, we did make it back home through some rough seas. I mean, it's some rough seas. I think I found some footage of the I'll see if I can put it in, but it was rocky all night, but rocked me to sleep quite well. But we had to wake up super early, get off the ship. I stayed over to a friend's house that evening and then woke up at 1 a.m. to get to the airport. Got picked up in our minivan from a family member at an airport about 3 hours from our home. And on the way to the airport, they said, hey, we brought your van over. On the way, it started running really, really rough and the check engine light was flashing. And I'm like, oh,
which is what you want to hear.
Yeah, what you want to hear when you've been up forever and you still have a 3-hour drive in that vehicle to make it home. And I'm thinking, it's a Chrysler 3.6. I'm like, and I just put an oil cooler in it, but I was like, probably oil cooler failed. Probably dumped oil and this engine is probably blown. Is my immediate thought process of it happening after sitting or whatever. Like this thing's leaked all the oil out or something. I don't know.
Negative Nancy.
Yeah, I went real negative with it. I'll tell you. And went out. Luckily had oil in it, but it was running like a son of a gun. I have no tools in this thing because this is supposed to be our reliable vehicle. And I understand what you're thinking right now. You have a Chrysler that doesn't really exist, but that's what it's supposed to be. And I went to a CarQuest Advance and borrowed their scanner, and it said cylinder 5. So I swapped the coils from cylinder 5 and 1, and then the check engine came up on cylinder 1. So I was able to swap the coil packs and bought a new one from them right there. They let me borrow a 10mm socket, and we drove home without any further issues, but that was an excitement that I just did not did not need.
I didn't know they let you use a socket. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, I said, do you have like a socket set? Because most of the tool places do have tools that
Because
you
they're
can
changing
rent.
some batteries and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
and he said, I have one ratchet with a 10 millimeter socket, and I was like,
that's the one I need.
that's exactly what I need. So, not actually that nice of a guy, but he was nice to me after a while. But it seemed like maybe that particular location was having some internal issues. So, but at least they should get the guy from our advance.
Yeah, we should do a transfer.
Yeah, if you don't know about that story, go look at my Hummer exhaust video.
Yeah.
You have anything to add? Anything you thought?
You kind of dominated this whole thing. So, yeah. No, I went on the vacation.
He was the leader for Family Feud.
I was the team
For Lance's lot.
captain.
You were the team captain. That's true.
Yeah, but I could not hold a candle to the real captain of the ship. That guy actually.
Yeah, they did not actually like us calling him captain. On
Yeah,
the
it was
ship.
very confusing. People were asking for photos. It was confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is probably the end of our vacation vlogging career.
Until next trip.
Until next trip in 6 months or a year. And until then, we're back to automotive stuff.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed this. If you were on the Carnival Vista with us, why didn't you say hi?
Hey.
You should have known. So, all right.
Yeah.
Have a great night, guys.